We must internalize the flatulation of the matter by transmitting the effervescence of the Indonesian proximity in order to further segregate the crux of my venereal infection. Now, if I may retain my liquids here for one moment, I'd like to continue the redundance of my quote-unquote intestinal tract. See, because to preclude on the issue of world domination would only circumvent, circumcise the revelation that reflects the aphrodisiac symptoms which now perpetrates the Jericho's activation. So, do not misinterpret the chauvinistic...
Give to the United Negro Scholarship Fund, because a mind is a terrible thing to develop without help.
Allow me to expose my colon once again. The ramification inflicted on the incision placed within the fallopian cavities serves to be holistic, taken from the Latin word jalapeno.
Well, well, well. I see you found your way back. Or perhaps this is your first time being here. Either way, I appreciate you stopping by the Truth Train because we keep it moving. You understand? I need you to do me a few solids. Number one, hit the subscribe button for me because people have alluded to the fact that they are being unsubscribed. So that further tells me that there are some chicanery behind the scenes going on, and we do understand who the corporate is, if you follow my drill. Hit the like button because I want to get into the YouTube algorithm, guys. I want to disseminate this message as far out and as broad as possible, okay? Hit the share button. Share it with a friend, okay? All right? Do that for me. Last but not least, hit the donation button, guys. Hit the super thanks. Go to my cash app. Yes, I want some money just like everybody else wants some. I do want some, all right? I do appreciate y'all. I'm over 10,000. I went from 0 to 10,000. No shout outs from nobody, just good content, just good reaction videos. And I do appreciate y'all guys because every small win fuels the next win. Shout out to everybody that has been a part of this journey so far. All right. Well, guys, you know my motto. I don't make believe, I make believers, family. I'm your gracious host, Drummer, 1980, hailing from Columbia, South Carolina. I hope you're having a good day today. And if that's not the case, ask yourself why. Because remember this one vital point. Happiness is an inside job. Did you hear me? Happiness is an inside job, and it will always be an internal affair. Well, guys, we back today again with my man, Flex. But before we get started, I'm going to call your attention to a few things prior to getting to the meat and potatoes. Look up at your screen, guys. What you're seeing here, guys, is Miss Alabama and Miss Maryland. Obviously, the one on the left is morbidly obese. Guys, I know. The woman probably weigh 300 or 400 pounds, guys. I don't want to be disparaging, guys, but God, Lord Jesus Christ. Lord have mercy. Guys, we need to stop this. I don't know why everybody getting participation trophies, because that's exactly what it is. Y'all know good and well this woman don't qualify for that. Now, we all understand. Now, we do get this point. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So I'm trying to figure out who is beholding. Who is these eyes then? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Because apparently it must be Stevie Wonder. Ray Charles must be the judges. They must be just going by their spirit or something. Because you can't be going on the aesthetics. I ain't no way in the world. But I'm going to just leave it alone because I don't want to get flagged. Oh, he's picking at us. Oh, my God. Now, the one on the right is a lady boy, Miss Maryland. Once again, I wonder who is the judges. Family, we at the point of no return. When you see stuff like this start to happen, where these type of people are just taking over and nobody is saying anything, everything is a free for all and anything goes, you know society is on its way out. just like Sodom and Gomorrah, just like the Egyptian kingdom, just like Rome. These people are like the second coming of Caligula. Matter of fact, they're worse than Caligula. If you don't know who Caligula was, go look him up. This guy was having sex with donkeys, his cousins, his sisters, everybody. He was banging everybody. This is where we at, guys. And it's worse than what you think it is. But I just want to call your attention to that. Now, for the meat and potatoes, I'm going to call your attention to the screen, guys.
Yes, indeed. As this white girl, she was online just kind of being slick and saying the N-word. And it's like she just kind of doubled down on it. She got fired. She was working for some Jamaican restaurant owners or something. So that's interesting. So most likely they were giving her a pass for saying all that stuff. That's why she thinks it's cool. So now she's just kind of doubling down on it. She's just basically trolling now so that she can get clicked in with the alt-right. And she's like, yeah, thanks, black people, for boosting my right-wing conservative career. So, yeah, she thinks she's going to be the new, what's that, Tommy Lauren. She's trying to get that. A lot of these white supremacist losers, they go full white supremacy in order to get some of that Nick Fuentes far alt-right trolling, some of that little trolling money. You can get a second little career just being a far right, alt-right troll. So that's what she's going for now. But the thing is,
Be aware, guys, but there is this woman online called Lily Coleman. I believe that's her name. And she was on there using all type of racial epithets, and she got fired from her job. Okay? I'm going to call your attention to the screen, guys.
Everybody I know who's married right now, they're married to broke-ass niggas. And they don't care. We don't give a fuck about your money.
Did you hear her, guys? So casually, like it's nothing. Don't worry about it. This is on her page right here, guys. See right here? Lily reposted. This is my favorite word.
Yes, I use nigga. I've used it. I admit it. I put the H on it to emphasize it's nigga. You know, nigga this, nigga please, nigga. Can you lend a nigga a pencil?
The questions that are out there. So let me ask you this question. The first question is from a lot of the white nationalists. That's usually people who ask the question. They were asking, are you Jewish?
No, I'm not Jewish. And by the way,
gave you a Jewish plant though, because they said your last name.
Jewish. If I was Jewish, I would have a 1969 convertible Mercedes. I would have a beach house in Hawaii. I wouldn't be a broke ass nigga. You know what I mean? So I need some shekels. Where are the shekels?
No, wait a minute. No, hold on, everybody. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm sorry. This is your boy Tommy. I'm sorry, everybody. I should not have said that. Now, I've said a lot of things, everybody, that I should not have said. I want to apologize for being mean-spirited, everybody.
Guys, don't be tricked by that, okay? Because you should hear some of this woman's views. Oh, it's just like Nick Fuentes and all those guys over there, okay? Jake Shield, all those guys are basically the same thing. So don't be fooled by it. This woman is a staunch racist, trust me, when I tell you. I have looked her up, but I don't want to get too graphic because YouTube will ding my channel. So I don't want to get too graphic, but I just want to show you her mindset. So this is who Tariq is talking about, all right?
That don't work out too well for the white women who try to go that route. That don't work out because see what they let me tell some of the white supremacist women. See, that works out for the Nick Fuenteses and all that because the mainstream media don't really rock with those guys, but they got that underground 4chan loser nerd incel audience. And here's the thing with those guys, that incel audience, these are a bunch of these abusive ass incel dudes who low-key don't like women. And, they take their racist energy out on women because they can't do shit to the brothers. Let's be very clear. So what happens is they start beating down on the white women. So, yeah, that's not going to work out for her. She's going to get her wake-up call. Yeah, you got to understand those white supremacist 4chan losers. These are like the white supremacist nerds. So they sit up sharing anti-black memes all day because they're too cowardly to run up on a brother for real, for real. They're just oozing with sexual insecurities, and these are the guys who always do these mass shootings and then shooting women, and it's real weird dude. So she thinks she's gonna get a come up off that audience. She's gonna get a rude awakening. You dig? And then you have the a couple of the tether dudes who try to get into that incel audience, like Fresh and Fit. Those dudes are like incels. Let's keep it a buck. The Fresh and Fit dudes, they're always spewing some anti-FBA gibberish, pandering to that white supremacist crowd, especially that tether Myron, that Sudanese tether. So they're always spewing these racist talking points, because that Myron dude, I think he think he's a dark-skinned white man. And notice, what do they do on their shows all the time? They have a bunch of women up there. They hire a bunch of women and strippers so they can scream on them and yell at them and talk down on them and punk them out. And then beat on them, too. That's another thing. They be up there having women get beat up. You understand? That incel audience, boy, these are the losers of the losers. Now, they don't do that when brothers are around. They don't have no brothers. And Myron and those guys, he pretended like he wanted to have some kind of debate with me. I said, man, you name the time and the damn place. Then he backed out. Let me tell y'all, that incel energy where they be barking on women, I'm telling you from firsthand experience, that energy is real different when a real one like myself, when I walk in the room, that energy is real different. The temperature changes, nigga. They don't have that same energy with me at all, or any brothers. They do not have that same energy. All that energy where you jumping bad on women, and nah. It's different when a real one walk in the room. I'm telling you firsthand experience, man. You see? So yeah, I don't respect none of that bullshit that them dudes do. That ain't got nothing to do with the manosphere, because a lot of that they try to chop that up to the manosphere. That ain't got nothing to do with no game. Don't even disrespect the game by putting that even in the same category. You know, you got a lot of these cats out here who stream, and they're gamers, and so they get an audience. And sometimes when people get a big audience, you think that they're some kind of expert in something. No, sometimes people just do goofy ass stuff and they get a big audience. And certain platforms will boost them. You know, so a lot of that goofy stuff gets boosted.
There you have it, guys. You heard it first. I have to concur with everything that he said. That lady, though, she is just another just pearly things, but just a more extreme version of her. But the same talking point, same everything. Everything is across the board the same. Same old trash. You understand? But the Fresh and Fit characters and these gamers, there is nothing wrong with being a gamer, guys. I'm the first one to tell you. Family, the black gamers know. Now, it's one thing to try to lie to other people, but when you start lying to yourself, you on your way to the abyss, okay? Once you start lying to yourself and making excuses and creating this character, this alter ego and all this stuff, something wrong with you, man. You know and I know. When you go into them gaming communities, you see what be going on. There's so much racism to it is utterly ridiculous. And you know I'm not lying. Them nerds and them incels, nigger all day, memes and all this stuff. Man, I'm going to tell you something. If I'm lying, somebody stop my mouth. If I'm lying, somebody stop my mouth. A bunch of incels. And Myron and Walter, Fresh and Fit, this is who they pander to. They pander to that crowd. Because any sensible guy can sit there for about 5 minutes. Like, okay, if you're giving out game, bring on some women that guys want to be with long term. If you want to mix it up a little bit, that's fine. But to just have a never-ending stream of the same thing, you're hollering. You want to argue. You want to be argumentative. You want to beat down on them. Your name calling. 50% of me, all this old stuff. Bruh. At what point do y'all say enough is enough? Bring on some sensible women. See, guys, but what happened? They had this gigantic appetite for attention and they kept pushing the envelope over and over. So then they got to the point where they got into some type of nefarious type actions, some egregious type actions, right? Started talking about Alvin preach this and that, which I don't have no dog in the fight. But I'm saying, if I have a problem with somebody, I'm not gonna get in front of white people as a whole and just start talking about the KKK and calling people apes and monkeys and stuff. Who is he doing it for is the question. Who is he doing it for? I can play a whole 24-hour cycle of clips of Myron just talking about white men are being oppressed. How? Can somebody tell me how? This is what this clown said, guys. Not what I said. It's in my archives. I have videos with Fresh and Fit on it, talking about that white men are being oppressed the most in this country. WASP, W-A-S-P, white Anglo-Saxon Protestant. They are being oppressed in this country. And now y'all notice that with the WNBA thing, they trying to spin this narrative that Caitlin Clark is getting put upon simply because she is a white heterosexual woman. They just come up with all kind of stupid narratives. They act like every black woman in the WNBA is a lesbian or stud. The baddest player in the NBA has a dude that play for Miami. Bam. The Miami Heat center. Bam. Aja Wilson dates Bam. So I don't know why. And she is the best player. They just try to spin narratives, but some of us are a little too smart for that, okay? But getting back on Fresh and Fit, if y'all guys want to continue to support him and do all that, that's y'all. And yeah, and whenever Tariq did challenge him, he did run. Tariq Nasheed said that. Anytime, any place. And he quickly changed the subject. You and Dr. Umar. No, if you want the smoke, give him the smoke. Which, and we all know your talking points can't stand up because Tariq have dealt with people much more savvy than you. Simply because where you got your talking points from, Tariq have debated those guys. So that's light work. That's light work. Anybody could deal with you. Dr. Umar Johnson would stop a mud hole in him. Jason Black would stop a mud hole in him. Tariq Nasheed would stop a mud hole in him. Professor Black Truth would stop a mud hole in him. Terrain Reloaded would stop a mud hole in him. Drummer 1980 would stop a mud hole in him. Because we know too much. I can sit there, listen at him talk, and debunk every last talking point that he put up. Do you want to talk about the 13% and the 50% of the current? Let's talk about it. I can debunk it in 30 seconds. 30 seconds. A bunch of clowns. And now they're on there crying and hollering at their subscribers and talking about they ain't supporting them. Well, you shouldn't have been so arrogant and so loose-lipped. You should have tapered your speech and watch your thoughts. But no, everything that came to your head, you on there doing it. So now you have to pay the consequences. So stop crying. Guys, tell me what y'all think about this video. I want to see the debate, to be honest with you. I would like to just see a nice civil debate. No hollering, no cussing, no swearing. Just a nice debate, talking point for talking point. That's it. But guys, put it in the comment section. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Come on back to see me, guys. And until next time, peace. And remember, there is more. Now, I don't want to see y'all guys trying to holler at Miss Maryland or Miss Alabama. God, almighty.